Shiva, you beautifully striped feline. Now, that's how you do a Walking Dead episode. This was the finale. This was called The First Day of the Rest of Your Life, and it was gratifying. We are going to war, tally ho. I absolutely love this episode. There was so much in it. I love the pace. I love the length. It was awesome. We just come into the episode with Sasha, and it's dark, and she's got some headphones in, listening to Def Leppard. Not real. My favorite moment was when Rick was taken down from the high wall and had to kneel before Negan, just as in the beginning of the very first episode of this season. But this time when Negan came at Rick, his fury was irrepressible. He sat back and he was like, you are going to die. It might not be tomorrow, or it might not be the next day, but I'm going to kill you. That was my favorite part, because that eye-to-eye contact was just very powerful, and it had a lot of uncertainty, and it gave me the collywobbles. I thought Rick was going to die. But yeah, when Negan threatened and said, hey, I'm going to kill you, and I'm going to keep you alive for a little bit, and I'm going to have you think about all of the people that you just got killed, including your son, who I'm about to bash his brains in with a baseball bat right now. And he's like, do it. And I can't help but think about Carl in this situation. Carl! Where he's like, hey, Dad, you do know Ezekiel's on his way. Please don't taunt the murderous ape with the barbed wire baseball bat. Can we just stall him, please? But Rick's like, do it. Don't care. Poor Carl. Fun fact about this episode, this was the second episode where there was only one walker throughout the entire episode. And I believe the last one was in the second season with Dale, when he was killed and he turned into a walker. That was the last time a single walker has only appeared in The Walking Dead. So there you go. But Sasha made the ultimate sacrifice. While it was absolutely negligent at what she did prior to this, but it ended up being the catalyst for the success, and it allowed Carl to get the jump on all of the saviors when she popped out and about killed Negan. It was a really selfless and redemptive act, and you know what? I said some nasty, mean things about Sasha. I called her a moron, but you know what? I take it all back. You are great. You'll be dearly missed. You did a great job, and you're cool as a walker. But Shiva came out of nowhere. You know what? She's awesome, and she's menacing, and she actually had great CGI. She didn't look like that fake deer a couple episodes ago. But she has great tiger intuition to differentiate between the good guys and the bad guys. How'd she do that? Why didn't we see Jesus get mauled? I don't want to see Jesus mauled. I'm just saying. How come she didn't attack any good guys? Just a question. But yeah, I think all of the episodes should have this length and this pace, because it was like spot on. They nailed every section of this episode. And Greg Nicotero has done all of my favorite episodes this season. They need to have him on more, or consult more, or be more of an influence onto the content and the storyline and the plot line and the direction of this show, because this was amazing. And I also can't help but think, what if Rick does lose his hands? Like, what if he does lose his hands? I think he does in the comic book. What's he going to do? He's not going to be able to lullaby Judith to sleep. You can't one-arm lullaby somebody. You certainly can't double high-five Jesus. I mean, the writers might want to keep those options open. But yes, this was a fantastic finale. It didn't leave anything open-ended or some cliffhangers like the previous last season finale where we didn't know who Negan hit. We certainly know what happened this time. What I'd like to see Negan go through this entire next season. I don't want Negan to go away. He has been the biggest adversary throughout the Walking Dead universe. He is villainous. He is the most menacing dude on television. Keep him going. The only thing I did not like, Negan didn't question Dwight's allegiance whatsoever. He only questioned Eugene about Sasha's death. So it made him look a little bit weak there. I mean, shouldn't you just... Dwight was gone for a really long time. You should definitely question him. Hey, where were you, dude? Were you out to get aloe? What were you doing? But yes, it's going to be a long wait, but I really am excited about next season. I would love to see multiple episodes of multiple battles and tactical warfare. I would love to see that, because we didn't really get to see any battle besides that 20-minute stint they put out on the final. But I'd love to see Rick and the gang use guerrilla warfare and blockade Negan's compound, because Negan's compound is huge and there's so many people there and it takes so much energy to run that. Like, just the resources and the requirement to keep that thing sustained has got to be extraordinary, and he's got to have multiple compounds bringing in resources because they have gelato. Like, they're doing really well. They need to make sure that energy going into the sanctuary of Negan's compound is halted, because they are super powerful. And if you look at Hilltop and you look at the Kingdom, they are not in good condition right now. Negan has unfathomable numbers. And Rick and the gang, Rick is injured, Michonne's injured. I think Daryl's okay, but there was multiple injuries throughout the gang right now, and Negan went unscathed, and a lot of his power is in numbers. Rick and the gang need to do a blockade. They need to siphon off all of the resources that are flooding into the sanctuary, because they need to be weakened. They have so much energy. They have so much going on inside the sanctuary. They have so many numbers, and they just have so many resources. So you have to weaken them at some point. So you need to block the pathways in which the resources are coming from. So all of the satellite towns, you need to figure out, find the plot points on the map, find where these satellite towns are, and you need to stop all of the resources trade, because they need a weakened state for them to win. But we'll see. This has been Matthew Benjamin. Thank you so much for watching. I deeply appreciate it. I loved this episode. So comment down below. I'm always ready to hear what you guys liked about the episode. So please feel free to contact me down below. All the social medias will be down below. Please subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel as much as possible. So thank you so much for watching again. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it. Until next time. Bye, 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 bye.